Hey there, it's Allison here, and I wanted to film a quick video because today I'm going bike hunting. I have been renting these jump bikes, and they're these electric bikes with what's called pedal assist, so when you go up hills, you're not, using all of your strength trying to get up the hills. And it's really handy because in San Francisco we have a lot of hills. So I was looking for through some brands of these electric bikes because this is totally new world to me. And there's one in particular that was really interesting, and it's called the Vanmoof, and it's like cream of the crop, really high-end e-bike. And what's interesting about it is that they know their avatar really well, because if you're spending a lot of money on a bike like this, aren't you worried about it getting stolen, especially in a big city like San Francisco or New York? So what they have is this really cool guarantee where the first 3 times your bike gets stolen, they actually have a bike squad, someone who's going to go hunt for your bike, track it down, because it has a chip in it, and they'll fetch it for you. And if for some reason they can't find it or they can't fetch it for you, you get a new one the first 3 times your bike gets stolen, which I think is pretty generous. I think if you get your bike stolen more than 3 times, you're kind of screwed and maybe not meant for a bike. But what's also really cool about it is there's a lock on it internally, and you lock it with your phone. It's not some clunky little bike lock that you have to carry around with you and make sure no one really cuts through it. So it's really interesting how they know their avatar really well, and they built their offer around that to give you peace of mind and to give someone like me say, shut up and take my money. I don't want my bike to get stolen. So it's worth the $3,000 to pay for this bike, just so that I have that peace of mind and make sure that no burglar gets my bike and runs away with it. So that's all for today. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So I'm going to go bike shopping today. I'm going to go to the Vanmoof store as well and test drive their bike and see if it's worth it. But so far, they've got me intrigued.
So this is Vanmoof's website, and when you land on their website, their headline is "The e-bike that changes everything." Now, I'm sure that is true to an extent, but what exactly does that mean? I think there's a huge missed opportunity here because it's a very sleekly designed website. You can barely see the actual bike. It kind of just looks like, you mostly see the museum and the sky. You don't actually see the design. You don't know about the theft protection and the extent of that theft protection and all the cool little features, like how there's a display on the bike and not some ugly little chip that protrudes. And also that you don't need a lock. So let's look at the actual product description page. They're powerful new bikes. And the design is important too, because if you look at a lot of the electric bikes, they're so ugly. They're hideous. They're really clunky and bulky. And this one is only 38 pounds, whereas some of them are 50, 60 pounds. And that makes a big difference. Okay, so this one says effortless speed, incredible power. Great. What is the speed and what is the power? That would be good to know. So let's take a look at, so these are the 2 bikes that they have. And this is important because this one is smaller and it's for people of my size. I'm 5'5", so this one would be too big. And the smaller ones are usually really ugly too. So they did a good job here. Usually the tires are really tiny, or it's like a foldable bike and it's ugly, but this one, they did a great, great job. And then we get into the details, and it says theft defense, tamper detection, ear splitting alarm. The bike takes care of itself. Thank you very much. And nothing about how someone will fetch your bike for you if it gets stolen. I mean, think about how scared that is to do yourself. I would be scared. One, it would be great to know where it is. So that's the cool part. You'll always know where it is. But also, someone will get it for you. Someone will, brave the tenderloin and, possibly get in a fight with someone just to get your bike back. Nothing about that here. It does have the ear splitting alarm, so that's great, and tamper detection, but it fails to mention that, and I think that's a huge missed opportunity. So let's look at what else they say. No more bulky chains or padlocks you can lose the keys to. That's great. So it locks on its own here. It would be great to see a demo of what that looks like. Also, one thing to note here is that people don't normally, this is a carousel, and people don't normally, people scroll up and down. They don't really go left and right because that's not a natural progression, especially on mobile. So that's another missed opportunity there. Looking for a real connection, your bike responds to you and your phone alone. So that's also very vague here. I think they're missing another opportunity to communicate that when you're nearby with your phone, it unlocks automatically. And this isn't really doing anything. This kind of just looks like a decoration, but it's actually a display at how fast you're going, what gear you're in, and all these other things. So if both the copy and the visual fails to communicate any of that. And that's it. So yeah, the Vanmoof, really awesome product. Horrible copy, as you've seen. I actually got retargeted for this, and I probably will again. And the headline of that was the bike that changes everything, and that's it. It doesn't say very much else. Please tell me why it changes everything, and what exactly is it changing? Is it changing for the better? Is this a good change? I don't always like change, All right, so that's it for today. Now you can see how they really built a good offer and a good product that appeals to the avatar, but fails to communicate that. And that is why some bikes might win against them. Who knows? But stay tuned for next time. We'll see if I actually buy this one, or there's another competitor that's about half the price and looks almost the same. So we will see. All right, catch you guys later.